What's up, friends and family? Welcome back to the channel. Market up or down? The market was down today. We've got some stuff to really talk into. This is going to be a great video, so if you would hit the thumbs up button and let's get into it. Got home about 2:30 in the morning last night. Market's already closed for the weekend, so no reason to push it when you're tired. Make the market fit your life. But had this been a Wednesday or something like that at 2:30 in the morning, I'd have been in here getting it done. Consistency is my superpower. You can see here, we've got some positions still here that are just hanging out. But we did get some sales. I've got it pulled up here on the mobile phone. We'll get caught up and we'll get on with the trading plan. So we sold NFG. Oh, baby. That's a nice one, right? Good thing to note. Market was down and we sold stock. So remember, like I always say, the stock market does not have to go up for you to make money. Again, the stock market does not have to go up for you to make money. Never, ever, ever forget that. We also sold Bro here. $56.32. Whoopsie. Still dragging a little bit. I'm trying to get a bunch done. There's a bunch of new content on the second channel too. Link in the description if you're interested in sports cards. So let's see what that drags us up to here. 11.25. Not bad, because remember our goal is going to be 27, 28 bucks, about 1% of the total account. And we're halfway through the month. Not bad. We know that we were a little behind the eight ball because of how powerful the stock market was. You can see it just didn't do anything but go pretty much straight up. And on the down days prior, if you go back and watch the videos, you'll notice that there was not a lot of opportunity on the screener. So as we look at the screener today, we've got 2 pages, and we're starting to see high quality names like McDonald's, Gap, Domino's, stuff like that. So what it shows you is that money does not enter the market and leave the market. It rotates sectors. So now consumer defensive, and a lot of those are, in my opinion, pretty good spot to pick some up. So we will follow our trading plan, but let's do a clean reset here. Make sure you have your trading plan written down next to you. Step number 1 for me, market up or down. The market was down. When the market is up, make sure that I have all my sell orders in, and then I'm done for the day. So there's a sell order next to every position. We're good to go. But today, the market is down 1.2%, which is actually pretty sizable. And you'll notice there's an old saying that says the market takes the stairs on the way up and the elevator on the way down. So if it comes down for a correction, a lot of times that happens pretty quick. And what's important is the big picture and understanding if you're building alpha against the market overall, not day by day. But anyways, market's down. Next step of the trading plan is to look on the screener and see if I can find the stocks I already own in order from smallest equity to largest equity. So it doesn't matter how many shares, it's how much total dollars. So for example, this one is $32.08, but this is actually a lower share price than $32 per share. But since I have multiple positions, the sum is actually $62. So I would buy KBR over Tractor Supply because the total position size is smaller. What that does is it allows your mathematical advantage of averaging down to be the most powerful, right? If you put a cup of sugar into a gallon jug, it'd be pretty sweet. But if you put a cup of sugar in a 5-gallon bucket, it's not going to do as much. You still taste it a little, but it's not going to be the same effect. It's not being nearly as powerful. So rambling aside, KBR. Let's see if we got her on the screen. There it is. I still want to check to make sure that it fits the trading plan. So we start here with PE and the forward PE. I want to add these up, divide by 2, and I want it to be under 15. And the other little life hack is if you add them up and it's under 30, you're good to go. We've got a dividend. Debt is very high, but it is under 4. So debt and long-term debt. And the dividends must be a dividend EST, which is estimated, and a dividend TTM, which is the trailing 12 months. I want consistent dividends because trading is very consistent, but it is not predictable. So KBR, we got 30.06. And remember, I'm going to try to keep this to 1% of my total account size without using partial shares. If your broker allows you to use a limit order, it must be a limit order. But if it allows you to use that with partial shares, there's nothing wrong with that. I have an account that does that as we speak. So over here, I'm going to cancel out my sell order so that I don't violate the PDT. And then we are going to add. Total account sizing here is $2,700. So 1% of that would be $27. But we're not doing partial shares. So only one share at 30.06. Limit order, good till cancel with extended hours. And I'm going to rip. And the rest of these, I'm going to speed up and get after it. But that is my process. Tractor Supply. Hopefully it's helped to you. If it is, let me know down below. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Get on that. When we're at all-time highs, a lot of people are curious about stocks. Here's an example here. This PE is over 15, but when you add them up and divide by 2, puts you right in the sweet spot, baby. We've got dividends, very high debt, but it's under 4. 30.57. Tesco. And each additional tranche lowers my average cost. And that's how I do it. And it has served me very well. So we'll use Friday's date. Limit order, good till cancel, extended hours. Also, I'm kind of excited. I think it's just a horrible economic cycle for the average worker, but shareholders and owners will get a lot of increase in their net worth. And I'm excited to participate. For the first 38 years of my life, I was not that much of a participant, but I surely am now. So NOG's the OG. We've had it for a long time. Still want to check. You know, we got Cognizant here. Nice PEs. We've got dividends. No debt at all. Beautiful. 47.13. I was curious to see if we would have enough money to complete the trading plan today. So we'll see. We had quite a bit of money. It's come a long way from $10 a week. Limit order, good till cancel. Extended hours. The platform's working better today too. I'm grateful. Zoetis. got to do a little tab skipping. But if that's really ruining your day, you got a rough life ahead of you. All right, we've got dividends, nice debt, nice fees, 74 deuce deuce. I don't mind that it keeps going down. So if you're raised where you always got your way and stuff, this might be more difficult for you. But I wasn't given any favors growing up. So as much as I didn't like it at the time, it's actually serving me very well now. See if we can hit him with the deuce deuce. Quack quack if you're a poker player. Limit order good till cancel, extended hours. And you can see they're trying to give you some weird mark price or whatever. I always use the closing print because the closing print is magnetic. So I guess be careful where you put it. It's magnetic. Price is magnetic to it. Back to page 1. CDW. Here we go. We're getting our shopping list here. We've got dividends. We've got nice P's. Awesome debt. It's very high, but it's in range. 102.07. And you can see here, price went up from the last time we bought it. I'm buying more. You're like, well, but it went up. Yeah. And we're going to make even more money on it. Let's go. Let's go. There are some principles in trading that are counterintuitive. They are. But once you get the hang of it, man, you understand why it works is because when you first start learning about the markets, most of the time, what you think and how you reason things, what is really true is the exact opposite. So a lot of people just get really confused. But if you have a trading plan and you follow it, everything's good here. 123.69. Dinner for two. Hit him with the dinner for two. Well, we still have tons of money. We're going to be A-okay. And also don't be nervous about putting a lot of money in at the tippy top because so far it's the top. Nobody knows where the market will go. It can continue to climb very far. Limit order, good till cancel, it's in there, especially with the earnings. Remember, that's what a business is worth, is the amount of money that it earns. Duh. All right. So we've went through and completed all of the stocks we already own, from smallest equity to largest equity. So next part of my trading plan is my universe of stocks. And really what that means is higher quality stocks. And these are stocks I've done at least 5 minutes worth of research, nothing crazy. But I know that they're of a higher quality. Okay. And because eventually, if you have a huge list, you will not have enough money to buy everything. So McDonald's made the list, but you can see the PEs are too high, which is understandable because more people are willing to pay a higher price for higher quality business. And I might miss one here or there. I'm trying to go kind of quick now. Got AT&T. There, we got one. Nice PEs. There's always going to be a low PE on utilities like this. You've got a pretty nice dividend. I've seen it double this. But reasonable debt, 2403, AT&T. This is another good illustration where one share is under 1% of the account. 1% of the total account is $27. but 2 shares would be over. All right, so I'm only going to buy 1. Greedy pigs get slaughtered in the stock market. And I talk about the stock market a lot just in my everyday life because it's what I'm kind of fixated on right now. But I don't really revolve my life around money or nice things or anything like that. We will get some nice things in the future, but that was not the why and what for doing this journey. Okay, so universe is over. Next step of the trading plan. Do you have one? Is it written down? Write it down. A to Z, baby. I'm just going down the list now until I'm out of money or until I bought everything. ACM, there's another one where the PE is over 15, but when you average them out with the forward PE, it's all good to go. Everything looks good here. 71.31 for the ACM. And I may get these slightly out of order if you're actually paying attention, which I'm pretty sure nobody is. But remember, there is paralysis by over-analysis. The most important thing is to get moving. So if you spend all of your mental energy on getting everything exactly right, you will not get much done in life. You must move. And I'm naturally a very lazy person, so it's hard for me to motivate myself sometimes. But once I got them moving, started making more things happen in life. A.O. Smith, I couldn't remember if this is on my universe or not, but this is a high quality business. Nice PEs, almost no debt. Yeah, 56 and a penny. I think maybe this might be a dividend king or aristocrat. If it is, let me know in the comments. I think it might be in my investment account. I don't know. I don't really look at it too much. Once I set it up, it kind of takes care of itself. And I just collect dividends. That's just what I do. Bought a lot of stock today. Even on a Saturday, you can put an order in. And I'm excited. Cash flow went up. Are we running out of money yet? Nope, still got 1,400. Cool. CDW, we did all these. Did we do DG? I think we sold it, bought and sold it. Everything's good here. Nice PEs. We've got dividends, debt. And you can see the trend of the stock is down. But we sold it. Wait a minute. But the stock's going down. Yeah. Because we only need one of these little bumps here. You can be in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out 100 million times while this sucker still goes down. And that is the beauty of my trading strategy. In any market condition, you can still generate money and reuse the same $100 that we used the last time to buy Dollar General. We're going to use it right back again, but even at a lower price. So as far as the PEs and everything, they are lower. We're actually getting a better deal. 102.38 DG. I say the words and people listen to them, but it really takes going through it to kind of fully internalize it. But it's such a mind-blowing journey, trading stocks. If you have a system that wins and you actually have the conviction and consistency to follow it, it has changed my life. And I couldn't go one day without doing it. I love it that much. We are filling the list. Still got 1,200 bucks. So we'll keep it moving. The D-Low. No dividend TTM. This is a very good example here. They have not paid a dividend. Looks like they're fixing to start one, but they haven't paid one yet. No, we're not doing that. But in a year, that might be a buy because the numbers change. 31. This is just barely too much. Domino's has had a very interesting history as a stock. If you got extra time over the weekend, maybe something to look into. Got PEs, dividends, debt. We good to go. FBIN 34, 37. Oh, can't see very good. Beauty about doing stocks when the market's closed too is that you can take your time. I've tossed around the idea of trading options again. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I got a lot of things going pretty good. I think I want to travel. I think I want to start to travel. My children are doing very well, so PEs are too high immediately. But you must keep checking them because if they post earnings, PE will change. Imagine that. Low PEs, we've got a dividend here and reasonable debt. 21 and a nickel for the gap. I have to get me some slow jams or something. Kill some of the quiet, but I've kind of went on enough today. PEs are too high for the GGG. This is one we bought and sold, and it's kind of done nothing and then dipped off again. But we've already made money on this. I'm going to reuse the exact same dollars to buy it again. 102.62. Should have been under this one. But again, not a big deal, and I can always clean it up when I'm done. You can see right here where we took profits. It's hard to compare against the markets right now because they've been so freaking hot. But this is not something that lasts forever. So on statement videos, make sure you're subscribed because we are going to go look at that stuff every month and be honest with ourselves and not trying to sugarcoat or mix the numbers up like the corporate scumbags I used to work with. If you're listening, better hope you don't see me. And because statistics can be manipulated, to paint pretty much whatever picture you want. Dividend EST is nil here. That doesn't mean they won't pay it. Might be something just wrong, but I just don't take any chances. There's no need to. There's plenty of other stocks to buy. PEs are too high here for NOC. OSC, we've got dividends. We've got almost no debt. Nice PEs. OSK, 120.39. We'll go through this at the end. We've got a lot of activity here, so we'll make sure this is correct. I don't mind a little messiness, but this is getting out of hand. But it is a blessing to have so much opportunity in the markets and the courage and conviction to put the money in. Limit order good till cancel, extended hours. Remember when we had a deposit, we would rely on the deposit. But now with no deposit, still going to put it in because all of these stocks will generate dividends and cash flow. And that's what will heal the account and keep us trading. PEs are too high here for Otis. Fantastic business, in my opinion. PennyMac usually has the debt. There's your debt, too high. So for somebody starting off, there's a pretty good example for the weekend about, what fits my system and what doesn't. P's are just barely too high here. We're not doing that. Portland, PEs are too high. They're real proud of their stuff over there. The PPL, PEs are too high. Bring it on down. And you think, oh, with inflation and all the money printing, these PEs will never go down. Hold my beer. They will. PEs are too high here. And patience is a superpower in the stock market. It is. Look at this debt. Watch out. Creative finance. All right, here's the same old story. They've got a messed up dividend thing going on. That's why this thing just keeps getting pummeled. But we've got PEs in range, reasonable debt, $39.99 for Whirlybird. I'm surprised we had enough to get through the list because we have already bought the Zotis. Don't mess with the Zotis. And we'll do a little big picture. We have to look at the weekly chart. We'll wrap it up and get her going. I appreciate y'all's watching. Hopefully you pick something out of this for yourself to help level up your trading. That is the goal, is to help people. Let them know that for awareness purposes, there are average people that are not that bright that destroy the markets. It is possible. It's not that difficult. We've got a bunch of orders in. I'll put the spreadsheet in order on my time, so not to drag the video out. But it's important to look at the big picture here. So let's take a look at the weekly. The week is over, so the candle is complete. It should be a little hammer. See the hammer? Yeah. You can see it just popped right through this resistance level. It didn't go sideways or anything. It was just a breakout. And the analogy that helped me kind of internalize how markets move is the analogy of the old man walking up the hill. So the old man, he'll need to come back down and sit on the bench. It'll be right here where all these lines are. It will not be very freaking complicated at all. And when that comes back into it, because you can see similar things happened here. Went down, broke all the way free, not much sideways, just went. Then it came right back down. You can see this area, not the exact price, but the area is very close to all this right here. And that's how markets move. We can take a look here at the monthly because, why not? Not much to get from this chart, in my opinion, but there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and take a few minutes, put the spreadsheet back under wraps. But thank you for watching. Leave me a like if you haven't yet. And share this with people who ask you for money. This is unlimited money, in my humble opinion. And it just takes a few minutes, a little extra today, but there was a lot going on. But for several days when the market is up, there's nothing to do, and I don't even look at the accounts. So for a little disclaimer also, you saw that I do own these stocks. I put the orders in right in front of you. And I'm not licensed to be a financial advisor. This is not official financial advice. I don't know you. Can't tell you what to do. There are licensed people. If you want to seek one of those people out, have fun. Guys can clip coupons together, hold hands, and pray that they raise Social Security or whatever retirement strategy they have for you. But I'm not telling you what to do. But this is my journey just for a little entertainment, maybe some education, but most importantly, awareness. I really want folks to know that average people do very, very, very well in the markets with very, very simple strategies. It's not out of reach. It's not confusing. It does take discipline, and your relationship with money has got to be kind of on point. But I think a lot more people could change their lives in the markets than do. So I make these videos to try to share awareness. But this is not in no ways me telling you to buy stocks. This is not financial advice at all. But if there's any way I could answer questions or anything, hit me in person. I'm good for that. Yeah. And for the corporate scumbags, die slow. Have a great day.